All right, well, welcome back to another video of Full Speed Unbossing. Today we are back. Today we're working on the Ltr450. Not necessarily something that commonly goes wrong with these things, but it just sometimes happens. We got a fuel leak, and we don't know where it's at. I figured we'd film it, show you guys what we're doing. But it looks like I'm going to be able to show you guys a little bit on that deleting your swirl filter too. We did that a long time ago, but we never filmed or anything like that. I know you guys were a little bit asking about it, and I think what we did is probably about the simplest process you could do. So let's go check out this fuel leak, see where it's coming from. As far as where it's coming from, I know that it's coming from somewhere up in here. So I know that we have to take our seat off. I'd probably take this cover off to get to our fuel tank, for our fuel tank to come off, and then we're gonna be able to see where that whole swirl filter system is at and all that good stuff. So, yep, and if you haven't seen before, pretty standard, guys. That's our Ltr450, 2007. So, not much done to this, but a cherry bomb. Got yourself a Curtis Sparks full exhaust system on the back, and some Nerf bars, some skid, some A-arm, and a skid plate covers and all that. That's about it. Alright guys, so this is where your swirl filter's at, and the only thing we did is we literally took this, we undid this here, which is like 4 screws, pulled that filter pod out, closed it back up, and then ran a fuel filter down here. Easy peasy, guys, real simple process. Sometimes people like to delete this whole thing and remove it, but then you gotta like reroute all your lines here and make sure they're going to the right spot, which probably not that complicated, but the time we just kept it super simple. Pull that thing out, put this thing back together, and that was that. But it looks like we have now a little fuel leak going on, so we're gonna have to probably pour some fuel into this thing and see where the leak's coming from, because I can't tell exactly where it's coming from. It doesn't look like it's going to be the case, but we are going through, just checking screws, making sure they are tight. Screws aren't in the best shape. So, that's probably not our issue. Probably got a bad seal somewhere. So, we're going to pour a little gas in this tank, just enough to test this here, see where our leak's at. Alright guys, so we just tested this again. Long story short, with this quad, it sits a lot. And there was no fuel in the tank, so what could have maybe happened is that whatever seal is in here might have dried up just a little bit. And then once the fuel went through, she leaked a little bit. But if you guys know anything with fuel, once your seal's wet and all that again, it tends to swell up a little bit, which causes it to do its job. Could definitely be the case here. That's definitely a... not a fix, but you can definitely get by for sure once that seal gets wet and it seals itself back up. You're usually good as long as you keep it wet as far as fuel in it. But she will go dry again, and she could fail. So it's definitely it's your warning to replace your seal. In our case, it's our warning probably to finally just delete this whole system here and just run the whole run the hose directly down here to our injector. But for right now, we're just going to button this thing back up, I think. And we'll come back to this, guys, and we'll do a delete. Alright, guys. Fuel is on. No leaks. Looking good for now. Fires right up. So that's just a short video, guys, of what we got going on tonight. Just a little quick fix here on the side. But we got plenty of other projects to get to, and we're going to get at them. All right, guys, but you know the deal. Until next time, we'll see you later.